What's up, guys? Welcome to your physics class. Hope everybody's having a great start to their week. We are doing a member account review slash subscriber account review in the second half. Yeah, for Dragon Traveler. So, just kicking it off with some nikke, and then of course we will be doing Dragon Traveler in the second half, and then we'll be doing a account review for Dragon Traveler, which I'm kind of excited for because I've never done that. So for those of you that also play Dragon Traveler, it's going to be interesting. I stream it regularly, but I've never really made content for it aside from the very first sponsored video that I made. So this will be the first time really, like, I don't know, talking about it in a little bit of a different way. And it's always exciting to do account reviews. So yeah, We'll get to that in the second half. I believe he's not in chat yet. He requested to do it a little bit later. So until then, we'll be doing all of our normal dailies and things like that. Let me go ahead and make a post in my Discord so anybody who's not here yet can find us easily. So bear with me for a moment. Let's see, everyone. I am live. And let's grab the Twitch link. Hey, Dr. Eagle subscribed on Twitch. Speaking of subscribers, that's awesome. Thank you for renewing your subscription, Dr. Eagles. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Let me just copy this really quick. Send now. That is a subscription, tier 1 sub for 11 months in a row. Man, time flies by. I still feel like I started offering Twitch subscriptions like 2 months ago. Clearly, that is not the timeline we're living in. All right, let me post this over here as well. And then, let's see, fan creations. Cool. All right, let me see. Who do we have in chat? We got Lone Syndicate, Dr. Eagles, Google, another Dr. Eagles, the one that is subscribed on Twitch. Welcome, everybody. Hello, hey. Got some waving. We got the exclusive subscriber, Twitch subscriber exclusive emoji, Quincy only. And I do say exclusive because a lot of the emojis are shared between YouTube and Twitch, but the Quincy one is only on Twitch. Little treat for that for those of you who watch on Twitch, because I feel like in general YouTube gets more of the attention. YouTube, like you guys are doing fine, so just a little something extra to acknowledge the people who subscribe on Twitch. Let's see. Ooh, Dragon Traveler account review. Yeah. I think it'll be fun. What's up? Hello, chat. It'll be exciting. Yo, Tree Fox. Yeah, I've been well. Hope you've been well too. I forgot to charge my little like photography light that I normally have here. So I'm currently getting some window light, but probably in like another half hour to an hour, it's going to be dark AF in here. So I do apologize for that, but yeah, I totally forgot to charge it. Oh, whoops. Let me need to go over here if I want to get rid of the notification. Who's new? What did I get that's new? Oh, I completed Red Hood yesterday and I never looked at it. Also, Folkwang. Okay. Cool. Went back to the original Snow White as my profile picture just because I love the way she looks in the mask on the skin. But it does mean that I should probably adjust the background of my stickers. But I haven't 100% decided I'm going to stick with it. I might go back to Snow White Heavy Arms. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, but you know what I should do, actually? If I'm not going to display Snow White Heavy Arms as my profile picture, I should definitely acknowledge her with the title. Let's see. Snow White Heavy Arms, where are you at? This is normal Snow White. Snow White Heavy Arms. There we go. We'll add her. Cool. And then I just have like some of my favorite nikkes displayed down here for the moment. I like to switch up my representative squad like pretty often. Just keep it interesting, you know what I mean? Alright, wait, did that save? Okay, cool. Anyone here excited for EH? Yeah, dude, I think we're all excited for EH. Can't wait to see what she's like. Hope everybody's ready for that maintenance. I will say, and this has been discussed like all across the internet and even on stream before, but I do prefer her original skin. That said, I've previously criticized Shift Up for changing the designs of characters, even though I've never really cared about it that much. But like, they tweaked Rappy's, they even tweaked Anise's design. It's happened for a few nikkes, even some NPCs, and I just like don't understand why they do that, because it's just a thing for people to get upset about, whether they think it's improved or not. But I will say for EH, it actually totally makes sense. So I won't say anything more about that, just to be spoiler free for any like newer players watching, but like it does make sense. But regardless, I think her original design looked cooler, but I still think she looks cool. I love the like smoky eye makeup and like the like pink layers in her hair and like the all black outfit. Like she looked more badass, like street ninja in her original design, but she still looks cool. I'm hyped for her. She's an interesting character too. Yeah, same, you like her OG skin? Yeah. You've been putting all your rocks into Moran. Dang, gonna optimize Moran. Nice. I'll get to that eventually, after I put another 200 into Snow White Heavy Arms, you know? Just to eventually get above 10% attack again. Moran's worth it though. Moran's really good. Moran is very good. That said, I don't know if like optimizing her lines is super important, but I mean, arguably she's one of the best ones. One of the best verse ones, so I mean, I can see it. I can see it. You hate the hat on her? You know what? I wasn't a big fan of the hat until, I forget, somebody on the Discord posted an edited image of her without the hat, and I was like, I think she actually looks better with the hat. Like, something about what they did with her new design, I think she needs the hat. Like, if her original design didn't have the hat, and I agree, she looked better without the hat. But, like, it looks weird if you just take the hat off of the current design. Love her style, very badass. Yeah. Do you think we'll get a Snow White Heavy Arms gotcha skin this year? I wouldn't rule it out. I think it's possible. Even if not a gotcha skin, some type of skin. I mean, Snow White is a pretty popular character, and they already gave her original form a skin. And I think this Heavy Arms version of her has like been quite popular as well. So who knows? I hope so. I hope so. I'm trying to get all black lines on my Snow White. Bro, I wish. Like, that is a total fantasy world for me. I have such bad luck with rolling my equipment. That's, like, unthinkable that that could even happen. Like, I can't even get better values by, like, 1%. Much less all black lines. You understand the hat to cover her face to be undercover? Yeah, I guess that does make sense too, yeah. The woman who helps clean my house looks just like EH. It's wild. Alright, well, if that's true, you might want to be careful. She may not be trustworthy. Honestly, though, sounds like you have someone super cool working for you. All right, let's advise some nikkes. Hey, what's up, Vic? Welcome to the stream. All the New Year's pilgrims / overspecs have gotten one. Really? Let's see. So Rappy did get one for the swimsuit one. Mihara got one. She got like the wedding gown. And yeah, I guess you're right, because in like Black Shadow Scarlet also got the gotcha skin, the kimono. Am I forgetting one? That's the only ones we've had, right? Yeah, that's the 3 like New Year's units we've had. I mean, Modernia too, I guess, actually. And she also got a gotcha skin, although we had to wait a long time for hers. It wasn't like soon after she came out. So, I don't know. Yeah, that makes it seem even more likely, to be honest. So, yeah, we probably will get one for Snow White. I hope it's cool. I hope it's like a really fun, like interesting, unique design. Like maybe give her like an all black outfit, like to contrast the fact she's Snow White. She's always in white. I don't know. Maybe something like EH-esque, kind of like her original design. You know, something like a skin tight black bodysuit or something. I don't know. They could definitely do like badass things with her for sure. We'll see. We'll see. All right, who should I advise next? Crown. Or not Crown. Chime. You've had terrible luck on Moran's rolls, too? Sorry to hear that. You understand my pain. Dorothy also had one? That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if we're counting Dorothy, then, like... Wait, was Dorothy a New Year unit? She wasn't a New Year's unit. She was a summer unit, right? But so, yeah, I mean, if we're counting her, like, a lot of units got gotcha skins, right? But the fact that you pointed out that, like, all of the previous Pilgrim and Overspec New Year's units got one definitely seems like Snow White would fit that mold for sure. You want a Snow White gotcha skin where the colors are more related to the Disney version of Snow White? Interesting take. Okay, okay. So you want her in like a yellow dress with like red and blue poofy sleeves? I'm not sure that's my vibe, but, you know, I'm sure some people would be interested. I mean, apparently at least one person is. Hey, we're going to finish Modernia. Be down for a summer Snow White skin? Yeah, honestly, like, this might sound weird. I mean, I definitely wouldn't complain about a Snow White skin. But I would prefer a non-summer themed one. I'd like to see something else more unique and cool for her. Like, you know, obviously summer skins always look good. Look at that, dude. Came back and got the sticker for Modernia. We can finally take her off the favorites list. People speculate Cinderella or Grave for a summer skin. Yeah. Well, I did see an image of a summer skin for Cinderella. I think I posted it in the members channel like months ago. I don't think it's real, but I mean, she looked good and I could definitely see it happening. I think for a summer unit, that makes a lot of sense. But that doesn't mean Snow White couldn't still get a gotcha skin or any skin. Like, definitely both things could happen. There's no reason why both things could not happen. Dude, I'm down to, like, almost no one that I'm actually advising. And I'm just, like, advising people to get the stickers. So I guess we'll talk to Crown next. What type of person is Marion? Innocent and pure. Could totally see a Grave summer skin. a Venice Beach type of thing? All right, when you say Venice Beach, that could mean a lot of things. Venice Beach is a wild place. What are you envisioning? Because, like, that could be, like, Venice Beach could just be, like, hot girl in a thong bikini. Or it could be, like, working out, oiled up and, like, flexing your muscles. Or it could be, like, crackhead wearing underwear on their head. Or a street performer. Like, there are so many possibilities saying a Venice Beach vibe. I don't know if you've ever been there, but there's a lot going on. Weightlifting, that's what you're thinking of? Okay. Apparently Viper did not like my take about the surface. Vic says, I'm down to my last 7 advices for partial stickers, and like 4 are non-30 bond levels. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's getting to that point for long-term players. Okay, who do I talk to now? I guess Bunny Soda. Summer Modernia. She just come back to the spotlight. I'm sure she will, but I mean, it'll probably be a while because she has to be revived, you know? You would love Summer any character? Yeah, I mean, most people would, right? None of us are going to complain about Summer skins. Summer Moran, she needs her chance since she got shafted last time. Yeah, it could happen. It could definitely happen. Rupee got new shoes. Got a compliment her. Okay. Okay. Speaking of summer units, I'm now advising Summer Dorothy just to try and get her sticker. Come up casually and join her. Rock up noisily and join her. Come up casually. Is this for me? I happen to be thirsty, so I'll accept. Alright, sure. Whatever, Dorothy. Summer Noah? I mean... I wouldn't complain about Summer Noah. Maybe she'll look good. You never know. You know, maybe when we get the new version of Noah, then she'll, like, launch with a summer skin to go with her. It's possible. I'm doing account reviews, yeah. So account reviews are reserved for Twitch subscribers, YouTube channel members. It's like a way to say thank you for like longtime supporters of the channel, things like that. So if you are interested in getting one, let me know. Let's open some things. Warlock says, you would agree if her treasure didn't make her Ultra SSS? Talking about Moran again? Yeah, I mean, I guess we can no longer say they ignored Moran. But still, they've been teasing, like, Summer Moran for so long. They should make it happen. New Noah will be grown-up curvy woman? Yeah, probably. Probably. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Anybody getting this Zvi skin? She looks pretty cute. I just feel like, whoa, I forgot you could move them around. That's crazy. I just feel like probably almost no one's using Zwei. Even though her treasure is solid, she's pretty niche. I'm just not sure if that many people are actually building her. Ron and Sugar become quite the duo. Yeah. Both of them in summer event. Dude, I hope so. That would be a good summer event. You ever kimono skin? So you're going to pass on this one? That's fair. Is she solid? You haven't really checked her new kit. Well, I made a whole video detailing all the new treasures. It's one of my more recent videos, so you can watch that for my full take on it. But yeah, she definitely can be useful. Let's see, yeah, let's go to the Ark. Do simulation room. What's my opinion on people calling the collab a flop because of February's revenue? Well, I haven't looked at February's revenue. Why, was it really low? I mean, if it was really low, then I guess it could have been a flop, you know? Because ultimately, from ShiftUp's point of view, like, they're doing everything to make money, right? So, if the collab didn't really make money, then it could be seen as a flop. That said, probably still not a flop, because I can tell you anecdotally at least, like, I definitely saw a pretty big influx of new players, like, on my channel and my community. And those are people that'll potentially, like, stay with the game or spend more in the future as well. So, I mean, I think it worked as far as getting new players' attention. But yeah, I don't even know. I haven't seen revenue numbers, so like, I don't know if they were actually low or not. Vic says, not much to show off in Dragon Traveler, more so need advice. Yeah, no problem, we'll get there. Dude, we got 2 custom modules, nice. Now I can be disappointed by Snow White even faster. If it got new players through, because the point of collabs is to get new players into the game. Yeah, exactly. One custom module. Okay, so we've gotten 3 total so far. 3 total. 5 total. Okay, sweet. And then we can probably open a box for one more. That way I can roll attack 4% twice in a row. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. Van Fam says, I'm new, but I didn't watch Licorice. So, okay, all right. Well, welcome to Nikke and welcome to my channel. I'm curious. So if you're new and you started during the Licorice collab, did you just see it because they were like advertising it a bunch because of the Licorice Recoil collab? And so you were just like, oh, I'll check it out. Or did you just happen to randomly pick up Nikke? And then like, oh, there's a collab happening right now. Go Missiles. Hey, by the way, if you haven't already, if you're enjoying the stream, please hit that thumbs up. It helps out the channel. If you're watching on Twitch, just keep being you. You actually picked it up because they did a collab with the TCG Union Arena. Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've bought some of the cards. So before they were released in English, I actually bought a bunch in Japanese and did like a viewer giveaway. I've considered buying some English cards and trying to play the game. But that's cool. That's interesting. So you played Union Arena and then saw Nikke through that and decided to get into it. Very cool. I guess that shows that like merch is working. So I'm curious, in your opinion, is Union Arena worth getting into? I mean, probably on some level you're going to say yes, right? Because clearly you're playing it. But like objectively speaking, do you think it's worth actually playing? And just to give you a little background on me, I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering and did it somewhat competitively. Went to Grand Prix, things like that. And then I've played other random card games like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon way back in the day. I played Force of Will, if you know what that is, kind of a more obscure anime card game. So yeah, just curious if you think Union Arena is something like worth picking up. Because I've been tempted, but I'm like, I don't know if I really want to start buying a bunch more cards. Vic says, I'm grocery shopping with you in the background. Nice. What are we shopping for? Don't forget your healthy vegetables and stuff. I buy like the frozen packs of broccoli and stuff like that. So I just have easy vegetables to make because I don't really like it. And if I buy like a bunch of fresh vegetables, they'll like sit too long. Sudden says, you know what guys, just like the stream, even if you're not enjoying, the man is out here entertaining us for free. There you go, listen to this man. Like the stream or else. Tree Fox says, I want to buy more cards. I mean, maybe. Let's see. Nope, I'm a One Piece and MTG Commander player. If anything, Union Arena is meant to bring players more to Nikke than to the card game. Well, Union Arena has done like a lot of different IPs, right? Like Nikke just happens to be like one set. I think that's true, right? But at any rate, you don't think it's super great? It's not worth getting into? Sometimes frozen veggies are better quality since they freeze them right after harvesting. That's true. You can get them at like optimal like ripeness. So they're not like too I don't know, immature. That's like a weird way of saying it, but yeah, or rotten or whatever. Not worth it. Okay. You guys heard it here. Mr. Fan says Union Arena sucks. Just kidding. But okay. Alright. Good to know. Do you think if the Genshin anime is successful, it would raise the likelihood of a Nikke anime? Not really. I mean, maybe, you know, on some level, just like the anime industry in general being successful, you know, will make it more likely for there to be a Nikke anime, right? Because they're like, this is a type of thing that people like. But I think that Genshin is different enough from Nikke that it would be hard to like say that, okay, because Genshin was successful, that Nikke will be, right? Like, I think they're pretty far apart on the like spectrum of things, you know. Tree Fox says, why Schwartz is where it's at. Yeah, I heard that was a pretty good game. I have not played it. They, I mean, I don't know. I don't know much of anything about it. They do, like, different random IPs, too, right? You don't think you need a Genshin anime to get shipped to make a Nikke anime? I mean, they've talked about it directly. Like, it could... I feel like it's a strong possibility that it will happen. You think the Y Schwartz Nikke cards look better? Wait, let me look them up. Y Schwartz Nikke versus Union Arena Nikke. So these are the Union Arena ones. Just like random shots of them. And these are the Y Schwartz ones. I mean... it's really similar looking, to be honest. Dang, look at that, Misato. This kind of makes me want to play Union Arena right now and get Evangelion cards. Dude, this is peak Misato right here in her casual outfit, in her like clothes she wears at home. Original anime love right there. In person, the foil cards in Union Arena are so obnoxious. Like, does it make it hard to read? Like, they're too shiny? Nikke anime would capture a lot of players. I think it probably would. I think it could definitely be successful. We've talked about it a lot of times on stream before. Like, there's a lot of cool things that they could do with a Nikke anime. And I do think that it could be quite successful and get more people to play. But I think just in its own right, it could be successful, even if it doesn't bring a lot of people to the actual game. As much light to come in as possible. Pull the curtain back. It's getting dark, guys. It's getting dark. Oh no, I should have moved my teams around. I took it for granted. I looked and I was like, his CP isn't all that high. Now I wasted an opportunity, and I already used my other attack earlier today, so now I'm stuck here in 10th. Oh well. Never pays to get sloppy. Rookie is done, right? Yeah, it ended. Is there a new surface mode? Not yet. Not yet. They said they're putting it on hold. All right. It's time to get disappointed by our girl. But there's a cat meowing in the background, and I'm gonna go check that out for a second. So, yeah, BRB. Okay. We are back. Let's see. What did I miss? Oh, you meant if the card game will be new surface content. No idea. Like, I don't know why there's a cat. It's not my cat, man. It's not my cat, okay? And it was quiet. Like, she was totally quiet after I got back from work. And then, like, wasn't. So, yeah. Anyway. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. That's right. Get disappointed by my girl. So let's re-roll. 2 times 4% attack. Oh, but before that, actually, wait. Did we open our custom modules already? Did I open my custom modules? I did not. All right, so we have 8 totals. We get to do this twice. What are my options? What's the highest attack possible? 14.6. All right. Please, RNG gods. I have offered you so many custom modules. And all I've asked for is a meager 10%. Am I not worthy of getting a black line of 14% after all I have given you? 11. Okay. You know what? Did not get the black line, but that is by far the best thing we've gotten here after all this time. Apparently, a little pleading, the RNG gods were like, you know what? We'll let you have this one. We've been a little hard on you. This time, I am going to do change effects. Change effects. Oh, Lord. Imagine if I did keep effects. The internet would never let me forget it. Let's say a live-action Nikke movie is announced. Who would you cast for Snow White? I don't know actors. I have no idea. Like, I literally have no idea. Like, you could probably name a bunch of actors and I, like, wouldn't even know who they are. Felt saucy yesterday and set 150 modules on fire to get a black line of attack and blue line elemental on Snow White's helmet. Hey, at least that would work for you. If I did it, I'd just roll shit stats 42 times. The RNG gods literally threw crumbs at you and we celebrated. Dude, it's true. It's true. It's the best we can hope for at this point. Okay, so what are we trying to do next? Okay, so I've met my initial goals for this, actually. I have met all my initial goals. However... Wait, what was this? 20... Dude, this is pretty sweet. Like, I've gotten a couple of blue lines, right? Like, so I've gotten a black line of critical damage, a blue line of ammo, and a blue line of attack. That's, like, honestly, I could stop here. These are all really good stats. Like, no joke. She now has all really good stats. Like, nothing on here is bad by any means. However, this elemental damage being only 19% is our weakest thing. So, I think I need to start re-rolling this. So what I'm going to do is unlock this. And then lock this. And then just let critical damage do whatever it is it's going to do, right? But we're going to try and go for a better line of elemental. So yes, do I want to... Yes, okay. And then we'll re-roll. We can do this one time, I think. And let's see, for elemental, like, it's decent. So we're right in the middle. We have 19.35, but we want to push this up here. Like 22 at least. If I could get up here to like 26 to 29, obviously that would be great. So we'll see. You never use modules because you know how bad the RNG is, but yesterday you felt like it. Hey, well, I'm glad it worked out for you. Okay, so obviously I don't want critical damage to go down, but if it does, you know, whatever. We're just trying to get elemental damage up there higher. So let's we can do this twice. Oh my god. 12? That's what we're doing here? 12.3. Is that literally the lowest you can possibly get elemental damage? We're back to this shit again? The RNG gods were like, you can only have like one reasonable result in the day. Good lord. All right, wait, what? Let me see. If I go to elemental. Okay, that was not actually the worst. The third to worst. It was very low though. Stupid. I don't even have enough custom blocks to do this. Okay, so we'll just let that be as it is. Okay, so with... I mean, that was a pretty big win, honestly. We went up like 3% on attack. So going up 3% on attack, let's see. Did that increase her ranking? Yo, it did. She actually surpassed Modernia this time, which is crazy because you guys know how many times I rerolled Modernia. I put more modules into Modernia than any other unit on here, except possibly Snow White. I'm not sure. I should have counted, but both of them have an insane amount of modules put into them. For her to get above Eve, that's going to be like basically impossible, because I have really good stats on my Eve and she's max core. So. But dude, that is pretty cool to see her up here at number 2. Gotta hype up my girl. What was the win? I mean, it wasn't amazing, but it was a win by my standards. I rolled 11.11% attack, so we took it over my original 8%. All right, let's go to the event. Let's do story first. Yeah, 11.11 is pretty good. It is pretty good. It's above average? Yeah. Definitely. Like, I was just hoping for anything above 10, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, mini game. Mini game. Time to get wrecked. We're not even gonna try on this. I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and then we'll get our daily credit. Operation failed. You're sucking at this minigame. You're too old for something. I mean, it's all about, like, being musical, I think, right? If you have a good sense of the beat. Like, play the normal version, and then you see, like, when it wants you to do it, and then you just follow the exact same timing on hard. I have not bothered to give it much of a good attempt, though. Like, as soon as I got the reward, I was like, okay, I'm good. Let's go to the shop. Got Zwei with your first mold since the new treasure. What's her use case? Well, she's a Pierce and crit buffer. So, Snow White, potentially Red Hood, Laplace, that kind of thing. But watch my treasure video. I talk more about it and give some like example teams and stuff like that. Wow, Vic is finally caught up with the new story. That's good, that's good. We're going to try and make an attempt at hard mode campaign again. The stage that I'm on is really difficult. So last time I attempted it, I was not able to beat it. So we'll see if I can do better today. Oh, you watched before you had her, so you spaced out? Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I gave you the TLDW right now. So, like, if that doesn't sound like something you want to use, then, like, you know you don't even need to bother. Okay, so when I attempted this stage, we're on the very last chapter, by the way, in hard mode. When I attempted this stage, we're about like maybe 70% through. I'm getting incinerated like really fast, and I tried several different team configurations. This was the one where I did the best, but I mean I still just got like obliterated. But I've leveled up once since I tried it. So, you never know. We'll see. We'll see. You're building Bay for non-meta reasons? Yeah, I think we all built Bay for non-meta reasons. Wow, we're kind of crushing it this time. I mean, the hard part has yet to come up, but we're like not even taking much damage. Whereas before I would be taking heavy damage and have to be like super quick. Whereas we're surviving way more easily. Like, apparently 2 levels made a huge difference. Oh, I say that and Moran goes down immediately. Alright, so we're to that point now. So we just need to immediately retry, because if Moran went down, then we're dead. Oof, Helm looking pretty weak there. See if we can heal. Okay, we're back in business. Dude. Those lasers deal so much damage. Okay, I'm gonna try, since it looks like I have a little bit more survivability than previously, I'm gonna try and hold a burst. Okay, just insta-died. Because if I can burst as soon as the boss appears, I might have a chance. Before I was having to burst immediately just to, like, survive. Dude, this guy's durable. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes! Alright, alright, alright. Nice. You have no idea how many times I tried this when I was 2 levels lower than I am. I died on this probably a good 25 times trying different things. Sometimes you just need like a little bit of an extra push. A little CP can go a long way sometimes. So hopefully that was kind of like the gate, And now we can push through some easier stages now. We'll see. Only one is the new wall that stopped you. Only one is hard. Only one is definitely a bit of a wall. Because like when you get to, it's her second behemoth attack that will just like kill you extremely fast. And like if you can't deal with the QTE within like literally a second, then you probably just die. Well, she does give an attack buff, but yes, I don't think Moran is sometimes the correct answer. I would say I've more often been using Siren in this chapter, but sometimes Moran has been better. Wow, okay. That thing just flew at my face. Let's retry. Okay, we dodged that in time. Dude, thank God these last two chapters are wind weak. Like, they'd be even more brutal if it was a different element. Looks like we got a couple of free passes here. These last two stages have been very easy. Which is how it often is. Like, you'll have, like, a really hard stage, and then you'll just get a few freebies. Ron has a bug? She won't go back to cover if you're playing manually? That's interesting. I have not observed that. Have you heard anybody else saying that? Wow, Black Shadow Scarlet just died right away. Okay, so we might be to a new wall, which would make sense because we're now having to like push a button to open a gate, and oftentimes those are the ones where they're punishing again. Oh my god, it's a jumping guy. Ooh, I needed that burst just in time. Dude, this guy will not die. I feel like I'm gonna run out of time on this one. I probably should have just focused on the boss right away, to be honest. Oh my god. Dude, I think I did that with less than 1 second left. Less than 1 second left. That was crazy. So I think I might know what you're talking about with Moran. And let me see if it will show here. Hold up, hold up. Okay, let's see. Do you have her treasure, Tree Fox? Because she can't take cover if you don't have her treasure. And I was trying to find the text in here because I have her treasure. I can't see that anymore. Sometimes she goes to cover and sometimes she won't. So I think what might be happening with that is that, like, by default she won't go to cover. So, like, if you hit spacebar, she'll probably go to cover. But if you just, like, switch nikke, she might just stay standing there. I'm not 100% sure, but because, like, her treasure allows her to go undercover, whereas before she cannot go undercover. So she might not by default the normal way you would go undercover with manual. You know what I mean? I use the space bar all the time, or like tap to go undercover. So I haven't encountered that. I can't say for sure that's what's happening, but that might be what's going on. Dude, this is another super easy stage. Like, I can probably just, like, take my hands off this. Had to dodge that guy swooping at my face, though. Okay. This might be another difficult stage. He's guarding the button. He says, don't press the button. But it's calling to me. I need to press the button. Yeah, like, I can go undercover. Yeah. I think, as long as you're, like, actually going undercover, as opposed to just switching nikke, she should go undercover, unless there's something else going on that I don't know about. Just barely started hard mode. Any noteworthy stages? Well, I'm gonna say that I've been a bad content creator and not paid attention. There were definitely difficult stages. There were several bottlenecks. You might have to go back and watch the VOD for the streams when I've been doing it, though, because I haven't paid attention to, like, which stage numbers they were. But there have for sure been challenging ones. I've had to switch up my teams multiple times. Alright, we're going to ignore that EX stage for right now. Go down here and get our last relic. But my teams, oops, well, let's go here. My teams have always been some combination of the units you see here, or using Little Mermaid instead of Miran. In fact, most of the time I've used Little Mermaid. Or using Nayuta instead of Crown. And sometimes I change the burst order between Black Shadow Scarlet and Liberalia, depending on what I need to do in that specific stage. So, but like some combination of those 7 units has been how I've been getting through it. Welcome to those that just joined the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. We are pushing the last campaign stage, and then we'll be doing a viewer account review for Dragon Traveler. You were hoping to neutral everything with Snow White Heavy Arms. I mean, I don't know how like buff you are. If your CP is high enough, that'll work. If it's not really high, I'm guessing that won't work super well. Ah, dude, all that and Crown died anyway. That's annoying. I mean, Snow White is a really good campaign pusher, but I think given the fact that you'll be at a, or at least if you're similar to me, you'll be at a severe CP disadvantage. Having the elemental weakness like is pretty essential. Like being able to wipe the screen with Liberalia, Black Shadow Scarlet, it's like just been pretty essential. Dude, why does Crown always die right there? That's so annoying. Alright, you know what? For this stage, I think this might be a Nayuta stage. Because these kind of stages are like where she shines the best. And typically I don't normally want to use Miran and Crown together, actually. It's usually either like Miran and Nayuta or Siren and Crown. But I've just been sticking with that because that last stage that I was stuck on, I needed so much survivability that that's just how it went. Smush them, Liberalia, smush them, smush them. Yeah. She's definitely the answer for this kind of stage. Because, like, it's literally just a big chunk of enemies all in one group, you know? Ein is not worth using unless it's a big mob heavy stage or mirror. Yeah, I mean, Ein is a good character, but much more of a specialist than a generalist for sure. Of course, it's another one of these. Alright, well, we should presumably just pretty much be able to auto this one the same. There's not really a lot of strategy other than just, like, burst as fast as possible and then just keep doing screen wipes over and over and over. Dude, we're actually kind of killing this one. They probably come back with like a crazy vengeance in the last 15 seconds. Nope, we got there. I mean, as far as Liberalio specifically, like, it kind of doesn't really make a difference. Like, if you're controlling her, like, you know, she's, like, the same on auto. Because she's just auto-firing anyway. Hearing those sirens makes you think about how you don't have a firefighter Nikke squad. That's true! We got a police squad, why don't we have a firefighter squad? We even have, like, a repair squad. Heck, we have, like, multiple repair squads, like mechanic, handyman type squads. What other sort of, like, professions do we have? We got doctors. We have no firefighters. Dude, they should have... I mean, like, fire obviously can happen in the Ark. There should be a firefighter squad. Okay, I love everything about this game, except for one thing you hate is Lost Sector. You're stuck on 24 for like 2 years. Dude, just watch a YouTube video. Watch a YouTube video. There's no shame in it. I used to do all the Lost Sectors on my own up until, I don't know what. Like, I did a bunch of them. But at some point, after years of doing it, I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to watch a video and copy it. Because, I was over it. Maybe the firefighters are just normal humans. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Still, we should have some Nikkes. I mean, they'd be valuable as firefighters, right? Because they could go in and, like, rescue people from burning buildings without getting hurt, that kind of thing. They're all strong, so they could, like, carry out multiple people. They could put out flames with their calcium cannons. I don't know, I'm just saying. There's a lot of explorable ideas in that. Possibilities. There should be a tax prep squad, bro. Let's not do that.
것이요.
15 seconds. Maybe it's because Fire Force would press copyright charges. Wait, what is Fire Force? Forgive my ignorance. I have no idea what this reference is. Oh, we're close. The boss is right there. Oops, I probably should have prioritized hitting that guy that was going to shock us. And Moran died just as I was about to burst. Okay, we'll retry that. Fire Force is an anime? Huh, is it good? A trash anime? Alright, alright. Wait, what killed Moran? Come on now. I might need to change to Siren. I might need to change to Siren. But the surface being Frontier, there should be a Cowgirl squad? I mean, I think it's very possible that happens eventually. There we go. We just needed a burst with Helm. Sometimes you gotta mix in a burst with Helm every once in a while. I think Volume has a Cowgirl skin. I mean, it's kind of a Cowgirl skin. Like, I think it's not intended to be Cowgirl explicitly, but yeah, basically. Red Hood does give off Cowgirl vibes, that's true. Cowgirl, Biker Girl is what I meant to say. Won't be a Cowgirl unless she's wearing Wranglers. They're probably not going to pay for a licensing fee to put her in Wranglers, just saying. Hydrate, hydrate. Oh god, Moran is dying. There we go, we're back up to full health. I would generally advise not using Moran without Helm. Like, sometimes, even with all her defense, if you're pushing high deficit, she'll still get, like, vaporized pretty quickly. But Helm gives her that extra bit of durability with the healing. Dude, Yan's English voice acting, I don't know how they made the character that looks the most explicitly Chinese at launch and then gave her like an American South accent. Like, I don't know how that makes sense. Yeah, we don't have like a Wild West squad. It's true, it's true. Your Moran never dies. Well, are you on chapter 44, Dr. Eagles? And your Moran never dies? Well, I don't know. Tell me your secret. Because, I mean, the thing is, Moran is very durable. But sometimes, like, too many things target her. That's been my experience. Just started it? Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know how to use Moran then. But, I don't know. The damage is so crazy. Like, so when Moran taunts, I mean, a lot of the time she survives, but sometimes it's too much. Ooh, dodge the jumper. There we go. You're just heavily invested? I mean, like, so is mine. Although I don't have, I didn't really, like, optimize her lines. But optimizing her overload line shouldn't really have anything to do with her survivability. Unless you're actually going for a bunch of defense, but I doubt that. Okay. Oh, let's see what this boss is like. Probably gonna get cooked. Alright, so I don't want to use this squad. I don't even remember what this boss is, to be honest. Oh, wait. I know what this boss is. That should have been obvious. Okay, so, if you switch to Helm, you can see Moran's rifle just floating. Is that common? Yeah, I mean, that's a thing with several units. That's not unique to Moran. It's just like a jankiness of how they made the character models. Alright, this is probably not the best squad to be using, but we're gonna try it. It should be a decent one. But DPS is gonna be really important on this boss, and we're at a huge CP deficit, so I don't know how realistic this will be. And it's hard to see stuff sometimes. Dude, I saw those things coming towards me. And I was like, I'm probably going to die from that. And sure enough. Alright. Well, now I know that definitely kills me. Dude, Cosmograph is definitely talented for sure. I might actually need to use leader in this squad. We'll see. Oof. Why can't I shoot through this? Wait, I don't... What do I need to do to shoot through that? I have a bunch of iron units. What am I missing here? Oh, this is 100% going to be harder than Challenge Solo Raid. 100%. So I'm not sure. Oh, because dude, he made the halos and I didn't see them in the background. Holy cow, they have a lot of health. Dude. Bro. Okay, hold up. Even those interrupt circles had a massive amount of health. Alright, alright. Well, now at least I can kind of see what's happening. I am aware of what's happening, I should say. But this is going to be kind of a problem because those balls are going to kill me. Dude, I do not have the DPS to destroy those. Like, I literally, I can't kill the interrupt circles. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. I don't know if changing anything here even really helps, to be honest. Like what's what's the better? Okay, let's try this. We're gonna burst with Eve first. So then when the interrupt circles come out, I'm bursting with Rappy Red Hood, which will give me the most damage possible. Bro. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Nope. See, I'm trying to, like, get under cover so I don't get killed by those light balls. But I came out a little too soon. Can I save the burst for the halos? That's true. I could just, like, hold burst completely. We can try that. It's not a bad idea. Okay, okay, okay. We made it through, but Eve went down. And now, guys, do you see how slow the amount of health on that? All right, let's retry that again. I don't think I'm going to be able to destroy those halos. All right, we'll hold burst again. Dude. What it... That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I'm going to have to wait and get a lot more CP. What killed Eve? What killed Eve right now? Hold up. And actually, I'm going to since I'm holding the burst, I'm going to switch this. I don't even know what killed Eve right there. The moment I popped out of cover, she just got incinerated. Okay, we're just gonna stay in cover. And burst. Ugh, dude. Dude. There's no way. Dude, I can't even destroy one of these halos. I'd like to try and have the whole squad alive when I hit the halos, at least just once, to see what that looks like. If that's possible. Okay, we are alive. We get to see the halos. Oh, dude, I killed 3.5 of them before they became invincible. And that was with every member alive, and I hit full burst. And I have to kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 more of them. That's not happening. That is not happening. All right, well, this is a hard wall. Okay, we'll keep going until I actually... Can those balls of light be destroyed? No, they can't. You got far enough to get max core dust, and that was good enough for you. You'll give this a shot in 2 months, probably. Would it be better if you use Raven in this case, since... would it be better if you use Raven in this case, since you can just damage all the halos at once with her burst? She might be better. She might be better. I'm just trying to push my CP as high as possible, and Eve gives me a big CP boost. Oh, the stream was lagging? Is it okay now? Was my internet bad? Is it good now? Are we okay? Confirm. Are we still live? It looks like I'm still live. Although chat is not responding, so maybe not. Just a hiccup? You think we're okay? We're good now? Okay. Yeah, so we're at a 90... No. A 900,000 CP deficit. We're basically 2/3 of the recommended CP. That's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. I don't think there's any new mechanics here. Nobody saw me get destroyed. Dude, I actually made it pretty far, but I was doing like no damage because I couldn't destroy the halos, so she had the shield up, so I was dealing 1 damage the whole time. Yeah, dude, hard mode is hard. All right, well, we'll come back to this eventually. We'll come back to this eventually. That's definitely gonna be pretty crazy. YouTube does have a little bit of a delay compared to Twitch. That is true. But I mean, it shouldn't be laggy. It's just like it delays it before it goes live. So technically Twitch is seeing everything like a few seconds before people on YouTube. All right, well, we made it to the last boss. We made it to the last boss, and that's just going to be a bit of a wait. A bit of a wait, but we will definitely come back and challenge her again. Okay, so I think it's time to switch to Dragon Traveler. Are whales also at a deficit? Like, can you pay to progress way higher? I mean, yeah, for sure. For sure, definitely. Because, I mean, there are whales, you know, like I'm level 600. There are whales that are like level 1000. So, that is a thing. Oh, chat on YouTube is slower as well. It's true. All right, guys. It's Dragon Traveler time. We're going to do an account review. But, you know, outside of... Hey! Snipe B subscribed on YouTube. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I mean, outside of, like, your mega whales, like, your crazy, you know, people who are, like, over level 1000, even, like, you know, what most people would consider to be whales are still going to be at a CP deficit for sure. Because when you get to the last chapters of hard mode, it's like dramatically more than you would need for normal. All right, let me see. I've never done an account review on Dragon Traveler. So I actually don't even know how to sign out. So give me a second here. No, I don't need to repair client. K4 says, hello, just started playing Nikke around the start of the collab. Your information videos are helping me a ton. Thank you. Hey, well, I'm glad my videos are helping you. And welcome to Nikke, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for watching. Dude, how do I sign out? How do I sign out of Dragon Traveler? Maybe I need to actually start the game. I can't sign out from the launcher. Let me see. Bear with me for a moment, everybody. Okay. I think I found it. Switch account. Wait, hello? Okay. Vic, you sent me the stuff, right? I assume you did. Let me take a look at my DMs. Okay. So we're signing in. Okay, I think I see what we're doing here. Wait, Vic, I'm gonna send you a DM, okay? So, okay. Why won't it let me... Hello? Well, I'm trying to enter an email. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, looks like it worked. Let me change my stream info. Oops. Dragon Traveler. Okay. Okay, so we are in Vic's account doing first ever Dragon Traveler account review. Vic says basically he wants some advice, so we're going to do our best to help him out. I'll take a look at your units. I will take a look at your equipment, maybe like where you're at in like different stages, things like that. So we'll all of your spells, dragons, etc. I don't really know, like, I don't have like a formula for this, so we'll just kind of like, we're going in blind. So let's take a look at your player card first. So I already know that you're specializing in the Black Dragon team. So you've already got it evolved once, and you have the diamond on Nemesis. Very nice. Dude, Nemesis's design is pretty peak. Got some strong equipment on her too. Okay. I think, let's see, you are on chapter 3180. Okay, so you're like one chapter behind me, I think. I'm just going to collect this for you. You haven't completed a golden clover ever. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so let's just start by looking at your luminaries. I think that's like the obvious, but everything's going to say new because it thinks I've never looked at this before. That's funny. Okay, so Nemesis, your most powerful unit. That's pretty cool. So she is, let's see, level 120. Actually, first, really quick, let's go to Resonance before we look at your luminaries. So you're at 120 on most of them, 117, and Mage at 101. All right, so this is kind of my first red flag, I think. Now, arguably, maybe you just don't really use mages. So maybe that's why you've let this get behind. But I would definitely recommend keeping these equal. Like, Priest being 3 behind is, like, not a big deal. But Mage is, like, way behind. So I feel like we'll take a look at what your luminaries are. But having that so low, I don't know, it seems not great. Maybe you're not using Poseidon? I know Gabrielle is also really good. We'll see, we'll see. Let's take a look at your destiny for each of these. Alright, so we're at 24% on Guardian. Okay, we're into normal. Nice. For priests. And we're into normal for assassins. That makes sense. We're just getting to normal for warriors. We're almost to normal for archers. Okay, okay. And mage, 22%. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, clearly you're just like not really caring about mages, which, hey, maybe not. But I mean, like, Gabrielle and Poseidon are like two of the best units in the game. So, you know, and then you have your free, what's her name? Melina is also a mage. So I don't know. We'll go ahead and take a look at your luminaries now. Destiny's the thing you forget the most. I think it's easy to forget about for sure. Okay, so we'll look at luminaries. Okay, so Nemesis. She is an assassin. She is very useful in, like, having the silence is, like, super nice sometimes. Like, if you're able to, like, silence their healer or something like that can make a big difference in a fight. So Nemesis is a badass unit. I like it. I think she rewards manual play a lot, because if you're not directing, like, where she uses, like, her overdrive, specifically, like, I think she becomes, like, a lot worse, you know? So definitely rewards manual play. Gear, looks like you have some sweet gear. This is one of my favorite sets. So Arcane Robe, giving the haste ability is really, really good. And I think particularly on, like, your main DPS or on a unit where you're trying to, like, silence units like as soon as possible, like Nemesis, that's really good. So you have two of those, so you're getting the set bonus. That's really good. Then we have another just mismatched accessory. That's fine. You have the crit damage boost. That's nice. Crit damage is very, very powerful in this game. So also a nice choice there. I mean, she can definitely work on auto. It's not like, and like on that first one, yeah, she'll like target that one that she's lined up with, right? But if you keep like manually throughout the fight, I think you can get even more value out of her. Let's see, and then your weapon. This is a good weapon. Boost crit by 100 and critical damage by 25%. Very, very good weapon. I will say, I know you're just like a fan of Nemesis, and she's a useful unit, but depending on what else you have, this sword might be better used on somebody else, on like a really primary DPS. Because even though Nemesis is useful, like her all-out damage isn't really necessarily what's making her the most useful, you know? And so like putting a really powerful weapon like this on like a bigger DPS might serve you better. Atana, one of the most useful units in the game. I mean, she basically, like, you know, slows down all the enemy's abilities, silences all of them. She's way slower than Nemesis, right? So Nemesis comes out immediately, only has an overdrive cost of 2, I think it is, and then Atanith is like super slow. But having them both together is really good. Atanith gives you like lifesteal, slows down the enemy's use of skills, lowers the enemy's magic defense. So when you pair her with a mage, that makes her really good. So anybody dealing magic attack, like Ifrit, Poseidon, they can all go on the same like blue team together. That's really, really good. What kind of gear do you have on her? All right, so we have the healing effect. I have not tested this. I'm assuming this works with her lifesteal. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me, Vic. But like, I mean, that's good if it does. I don't know if it does actually work. Physical defense, and then more healing effect. Okay, I'm assuming you've tested that because I mean you're going all in on it. So in which case, you know, great. That's good. All right, Siegfried. I see you put the cat paws on her. Okay. It looks like you just kind of have your leftover SR gear. That's fine. Siegfried is a useful unit. She's a great bruiser, very durable, does decent damage. And obviously you got her to diamond. She's easy to build, right? Diamond Fenrir. I'm kind of jealous. I haven't diamonded my Fenrir yet. One of the most useful units in the game. She's crazy. You can like chain her overdrives together. It's nuts. Okay, so again, we just have like a leftover helmet on her. That's fine. Boost physical defense. I have noticed that increasing her survivability is important. I have some like like some gear to make her a little more durable as well, because she can be a little squishy and she's out there like right in the thick of things, right? All right, Gorgon. I think it's kind of a slept-on unit. Gorgon is strong. She can turn enemies to stone and hits multiple enemies at once, even with her normal attack. She has like kind of an AoE. I don't know, it's probably technically not an AoE, but she'll like target multiple enemies at once. So definitely a useful unit. And I'm guessing you're using her on your dark team. Remember, whenever you're using Archer, make sure you have them in the back row. That's very important. You probably already know that, though. We have a decent amount of gear on her. So crit damage up. We got the set. Cool. We have a crit helmet on her eventually if we can complete that set. Reduces initial overdrive points. Or gives her initial overdrive points. Okay. I think her overdrive is very cheap, isn't it? Yeah, only costs 3. Honestly, I mean, this may be more worth putting on somebody else just because, like, hers already only costs 3. You can pop off, like, almost immediately. Whereas, like, a Tanith, hers costs 5. So, like, you're going to get, you know, reducing her cost might be more useful. All right, you have proven with screenshots that you've gotten good results with Gunna. She's usually ranked pretty low on tier lists. I have personally not had super great results with her, but honestly, like, I've seen it. You've done really well with her, so props to you. I can't criticize it, but yeah, I don't know. Keep doing what you're doing with her, I guess. What else do we have? All right, Herman, unit that everybody loves to hate. So ever since we got our new girl Pompeii, hey yo, we got the basketball skin. That's crazy. Oh my god, stream just got demonetized. Ever since we got Pompeii, everyone's like, get Herman out of here. Herman is like a secondary tank that's kind of mid. You do have a lot of equipment on her. So you're really beefing her up with like the physical defense and attack by 20% in lifesteal. Again, I don't know if having a weapon like this on Herman is really worth it, because it's not like you're going to be dealing a ton of damage with Herman anyway, right? Like, she's a utility unit. Being able to stun units, also another unit that rewards manual play, because choosing who you want to stun and exactly when you want to stun is useful. And so, you know, she can still be useful, like, if you're playing against, like, multiple assassins and you need to block one of them with Herman, you need to block another one with Pompeii. Totally valid. But otherwise, you're probably just running Pompeii as your tank anyway. But just wanted to make a note that Herman can be good when playing as manual. Underboob going crazy, dude, for real. You did take a look at the guide. Okay, yeah, so the guide is super useful. Like, it's pinned in my Discord. I didn't make it. A Taiwanese player made it. That obviously has a lot of game knowledge for future. It's really, really helpful. I refer to it a lot, so that's good. That's good. You actually run both? Okay, okay. Nice. I do think, I mean, I don't know. This weapon just feels like kind of a waste on her. Because, like, 20% attack. I mean, I guess maybe you're going for the lifesteal because she's one of your tanks. You're trying to make her more durable. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. What do we have on Pompeii? HP by 10%? Yeah. Dude, anything that stack HP on her. Yeah. Okay, you're already doing it. Good. And you're making her more durable with defense. Cool. Yeah, great setup on Pompey. Oberoni, okay. Our other free unit that we can build easily. No gear on her, so I'm guessing you're not really using her. Who's your second team? What do you primarily run besides the dark team? Okay, another sort of underrated unit, I think. I think that Moonin is a pretty strong DPS. I wish I could pull more copies of her. I've only gotten one dupe of her. But I'm guessing you're using her on your dark team as well. Alongside Gorgon. If you're choosing one archer over the other, I'd probably go Gorgon as opposed to Moonin. But Moonin is good. And yeah, you got all these attack stats on her. Nice. Oh, that's pretty cool. I haven't gotten this weapon. That's pretty nice. Elemental, the green team? Wait, no. Elemental, the red team. The red team. Okay. Vic says, the guide says Bloodseek is best in slot for Herman. Does it? Let me take a look. You're right. And I mean, it makes sense because, like I said, like having the lifesteal on her is going to be very good. I think what I'm saying is, I mean, maybe you already have all your units decked out, right? Like I'm seeing that you have a really good weapon on your Moonin. You had a really good weapon on your Nemesis. You don't on Fenrir, though. So I guess what I'm saying is just that even if it's best in slot for Herman, until you get more weapons, it might be better to put this weapon on another DPS unit. Something to think about. Okay. Ifrit. Amazing unit. Like, our currently best DPS in the game. This is good. We're getting crit stats on her. That's very good, very good. We're not getting the set bonus for the equipment, so that's fine. More crit damage on her. Okay. Yeah. Ifrit is worth it. Good. Looks like you're utilizing her. Okay, we got our girl Ares. Hopefully you can get a dupe of her soon. Also another underrated unit, I think. Is pretty good. I want to say she's probably the weakest of the 5 EX units, but I don't even really think that's true. I think it's just that she scales a little bit better with investment, is not as good in her base. And some units like Athena just make such an insane difference even at their base that Ares doesn't. But it doesn't mean Ares is bad. And I think particularly in like PvP, I've personally had really good results with Ares. So definitely a strong, cool bruiser. Okay, I like that you gave a combination of HP as well as attack. That makes a lot of sense. Because she's going to be out there in the thick of it taking damage. Reduced her overdrive. Okay, that's good. Although we're not getting the set bonus yet. Yeah, oh, for sure. Oh, absolutely. So when I say she's like maybe the weakest EX, to be clear, all the EX units are going to be in a tier above any other unit. Like, she's definitely the best warrior. I do not say that. I wouldn't argue with that at all. Ares is good. I don't want to sound like Ares is not useful. Let's see. Cleopatra. Okay, so we're going with no gear. Okay, so fair. So you're focusing on just equipping the units that you're using, and then I'm guessing you're swapping gear sets. So that makes sense, right? Because we don't. Okay, yeah, we have no gear on any of these units because you're just focusing on those certain elements. Fine, fine. Honestly, Tierfing is pretty good. Her overdrive is kind of crap because it takes 8, which is insane, but she's pretty good. I have her in my tower teams at least. But let's go back. Let's go back to your Vivian. What's up, Malk? Welcome to the stream. Vivian is probably the best support in the game. Like, extremely useful. It's good that you pulled her. You at least got her to 3 stars. Vivian is really, really good. Basically, just put her right in front of your main DPS. Like, you got your archer in the back, put Vivian right in front of her, and she'll, like, buff her right away. Kind of lacking in gear on Vivian. I mean, not that she's a DPS, but, I don't know. Vivian is, like, one of the best units in the game. I'm assuming you have her on your red team, so, don't ignore her. Vivian is crazy. Like, she might be the most universally good unit in the game right now. Like, even if she doesn't match whatever dragon you're using, you can still just put Vivian on, like, any team, and she'll be a huge help to your main DPS. I can equip her now. I mean, I'm not actually going to do a fight, so, you know, I'll leave her as is for right now. But, yeah. Really, like, universally applicable. Whether you're doing, like, random campaign stages, or, like, a single target boss, or PvP. Obviously, she's going to shine the most on a matching element, but she can be on any team. Yeah, you still want to get her some good gear. Yeah, so just give her gear when you have it. I'm jealous of your Ophelia because I've only managed to pull one of her. And don't have any gear on her right now. I see. Maybe you're not as in need of, like, a buffer healer or whatever now that you have Pompeii. But I know for a while you were using her on the illusion team. Tier lists usually have her kind of low. But she's still useful. She's still useful. That's about as far as the units go. Yeah. Dude, I wish White Tiger was better. She's one of my favorites. Even back when I played on the test server. But she's kind of bad. Nice, you got Marilis. Very nice. The one unit I don't have. Azure Dragon. Do you not use her on your... Oh wait, you don't use the blue team. That's right. Okay. Okay. Azure Dragon is good. At least you didn't skip her. You didn't skip her. Another amazing unit, Scheherazade. One of the most useful units in the game, universally as well. Extremely good. Like, these aren't necessarily, like, actually in a tier list, because if I made a tier list, just all the EX units are better than all the other units, right? But, like, with that in mind, I feel like... hey, I just got a follow on Twitch from Thereid. Thank you. Like, if I'm just going to talk about, like, generally useful units, some of the best ones to have are going to be Athena, Scheherazade, Vivian, honestly, maybe a Tanith, and then whatever your DPS you're using, right? Like Ifrit, Gabrielle, etc. Good, you have Gabrielle as well. That's good. She's kind of a busted unit. Van Helsing is trash, unfortunately. You got Athena, very nice. This is a really useful unit, by the way. Siren. I'm still using her on my Golem team for the, like, equipment missions. So don't ignore her. She's super good. Poseidon. Dude, it makes me sad to see her down here. Dude, you should prioritize getting a dupe of her so you can put her on your dark team, since you're a dark main. Wait, is that the dark or the blue symbol? Actually, no, she's blue, isn't she? Wait, what is she? Now I'm second guessing myself. No, that is the dark symbol. Okay, yeah, I was right. Yeah. Dude, Poseidon's nuts. Like, you for sure want to get her to be able to use her on your dark team. Yeah, Maros is coming back with a rerun. Yeah, I know. Hellveil. I finally got a copy of Hellveil, by the way, so I have her at 6 stars. I was waiting so long on that. This guy can be useful. I'm not saying you need to go out and build him. It's not like he's top tier at all, but just I know we're all about the waifus. It's easy to forget, but this guy can actually be useful, so I'll just point that out. Okay, let's look at your codex and see where we're at with this. Okay. If there's one thing you remember from this account review, is finish your R luminaries. I've talked about this a few times on stream. This is going to give you a significant combat power boost forever. Like, just... So, dupe these guys up, okay? They max out at 3 purple stars. So it's not all that hard. It might take you like a week or 2 to finish all of them. Okay, you finish 1 here. Okay. And you finish 1 here. Right, so maybe you're starting to work on this. But this is really important because just like literally forever, you know, you're going to have a CP boost on everything. It's going to definitely help out your overall account power level. The SRs are a much longer road, a much bigger undertaking. But after you finish all your Rs, then you can reset them and get all the resources and start building the SRs. And that's also going to give you a permanent bump, right? So just something to think about, because you want to build the Rs, reset them, use them to build SRs, reset them, and then you can put that into any SSR after that in the future. And you're like, you know, never have to think about it again. So it does stall you for a while, but it just like sets you up, right? Kind of been doing them randomly? Okay. I think you said something about subclasses. What do you have? I mean, some of them, like, it just depends on, like, what you have actually unlocked. You know what I mean? Like, this is probably not the best for a Tanith. I forget what it says on the guide, but, like, I'm guessing it's probably High Priest. Yeah, like, this is really good on a Tanith. Like, just getting free overdrive points because her thing is so expensive. Overdrive recovery speed up might be even better. I don't know, all these are... Inflict a random stat debuff when the enemy dealt damage. Yeah, that's not great. Basically, like, these are probably going to be your best, because just getting more overdrive points. So, I mean, as far as, like, your mid ones, before you get to, like, best in slot, just go with whatever you think is right. Because you don't want to be, like, wasting a bunch of these items, right? Because they're rather expensive and hard to get. So, I don't know if I have too much critique on subclasses. Hey, Upfront Bab is following on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, we don't really have options for a lot of these probably yet until you push up onto the normal stage of most of these. I don't see anything that looks egregious so far. You've definitely neglected Guardian. We don't have any subclasses on Guardian. Okay. We've got Shield Guard for Pompeii at least. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, we just have, like, very limited options. You're just using what you got. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we've talked about equipment a bit already. I'm pretty sure you already know to do this, but this is something easily missed. And whoa, hello. Why do we just have this paladin's armor sitting here not equipped to anybody? All right, pro tip. Use your equipment. All jokes aside, it's easy to forget about the quick synthesis. I missed it at first too. So you want to try and get your SSR quality as soon as possible. And make sure you're doing your lower ones, right? Because if you create your base purple, then you can use those to get more 1-star purple. And then after you make enough 1-stars, then you can turn them into 2 stars and 3 stars and so on. You know, so you like work your way up the chain. So make sure you're not just trying to make SSR quality. You're like, make these, make them all these, make them all these, and just like keep going up and then make your SSRs when possible. Looks like you don't have any that you can do at this point. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. Oh, nice. You have some shards sitting here for you. That's good. And then, let's see. You said you're close on Ares. Okay, 40 out of 60. Yeah, you're getting there. Cool, cool. And then you have a decent start on Poseidon. You're at 21. Let's take a look. Oh, you're in the Booby Divers Guild? Nice. Congratulations. I can see what the guild looks like from everybody's perspective. You can look at guild members. What happens when you go to manage? Guild list or leave guild. Okay, this is where I go to post invites. I try and do it multiple times a day. Hopefully Dr. Eagles and Fangor are doing recruitments too. Because we've always managed to stay with active players. Like, there's only a couple days usually goes by without having, like, one person missing. Okay. So let's go to Adventure and see where you're at on this. 17. Okay, so we can probably do better than this, I'm guessing. That said, your primary squad isn't the red squad. You don't have any attempts. Oh, I'd love to see what your team looked like, though. If you're down to, like, spend something to do this, I'd like to see what your squad is, because I'm pretty sure you could pass 17. Maybe get even higher than that. Here's the best squad in Zeus 1. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll say it is. We are recruiting one person, so if you're on Zeus 1, join up. Yeah. You can use a compass? Okay, let's use a compass. Okay, so even though your best squad is the Dark Squad, it's probably going to be worth it to use your red squad. So let me just, I'm going to take a screenshot of this really quick in case for reference we want to put this back. If you want to like make sure you can revert, and I can send you screenshots if you want. Save. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's just take off everybody. Hello? And this is not because the black dragon is bad, right? It's just for this particular boss, its weakness is this, okay? All right. Siegfried is good. Ifrit is insane. Vivian is good. Titania is good. And then we could use Poseidon. Now the thing is, you don't have gear on these. But this is probably how I would make this squad. Maybe something like this. And then maybe this. I can swap gear. Okay. Okay, so we already have gear on some of them. Let's go ahead and just put this onto Poseidon. And then let's put this onto Titania. And then let's grab this and, I don't know, put it on Vivian. And then put this onto, what's her name? Siren, I think. Okay. Oh, we can probably get better gear even on Siegfried, right? Yeah, let's take this and put it onto Siegfried. Cool. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh, dude, we're at 1 times speed. I was like, why is everything in like slow motion? Oh, we're not in auto either. Okay, hold up. Let's restart. Okay, here we go. We'll see if this squad is okay. Oh, I didn't anticipate that. Vivian possessed Siegfried instead of Ifrit because her Siegfried has higher attack. Okay, well that might mess up that formation. I might have to move them around, but we'll see what happens. They might be okay. We'll see. But I intended for Vivian to buff Ifrit instead. Is Fenrir not good in this boss? I mean, she'd be fine, but Fenrir is, you know, at best, where she can chain from, like, multiple enemies, you know what I mean? Can we tank these meteors? Oh my god. Oh, we made it. We survived through the meteors. Okay. We might win. Surviving that meteor shower is definitely the most difficult part of the fight. Nice. We got the break. Ooh, we're a little short on DPS. We're running out of time. We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. Dang, we're down to the last health bar. Ah, that was close. That was close. Okay. Okay, so let's try just moving these a little bit. The thing is, I need someone to be in front of Ifrit. Like, and I can only... Vivian's gonna buff Siegfried like this. Would changing equipment matter? I think there's just a lot of dupes on Siegfried, so that might be impossible. I mean, we can try doing it this way. Ifrit's going to be kind of exposed this way. But maybe we can see if it'll work. Also, let's check and see what you have on your dragon. So we'll come back to this in a second. So let's go to protagonist. Oh, we can ascend tiers. I'm gonna ascend these tiers for you, okay? I want everybody to keep in mind that when you ascend a tier, it applies to all of your dragons. So just ascend the tiers. There's no reason to like hold back on this. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, we have some good spells on your dragon. So this one is like best in slot. Drain aura, that's super good. Attack aura, that's not bad. Not bad at all. You have a slightly higher rating on your attack aura than your agility aura, but I think this will be an improvement because it's a very small difference. Very small difference. It's not like this one is way more built and the agility aura is probably going to be better. So we're gonna do that. All right, you have your SSR one. Yeah, I mean we'll leave that. For this one, I think we want to change this one. Let me actually refer to the guide. But I want to say we want to change that one. Yeah. Now this one is also not as built as Surging Impact, which is good. Surging Impact is good. I've used this one a lot. See, reduces enemy units damage reduction when they are in ignite and evap status. We might I might leave this one. Surging Impact is good, and we're trying to get as much DPS as possible. Like the detonate thing is kind of crazy. Okay, so I think we're just gonna change the ability haste one, because I think that's worth it, because it's almost the exact same amount of investment as the attack one, and ability haste is just so good. While we're here, let's look at your dark dragon. Okay, so we have the attack aura there. Good. We got our best in slot aura. Right, I already checked that, right? Yeah, okay. Good, you got one there. That's good, that's good. For your fourth spell... Oh, yeah, for sure. Just stick with this. Yeah, okay. You're good. I think this is probably your biggest weakness on this dragon, but that's fine. Oh, you can star upgrade this. Yeah, we should do that. Here we go. Okay, so your dragons are looking good. We got a slight upgrade. We changed to ability haste on the red dragon. So let's try this again. Alright, my worry is that Ifrit just dies because we don't have anything in front of her. But at least Vivian will be buffing her. So we'll find out how this goes. There's an SSR spell you don't have time to equip? Oh, maybe you had an SSR version? But I think the ability haste plus buffing Ifrit rather than Siegfried with Vivian is already going to give us a pretty significant DPS boost. The only concern is that Ifrit just gets killed. Oh my god, Titania's saving our ass. We almost died there. Whew. Okay, okay, we lived, we lived. Nice, nice. It's gonna be tight, but we are doing better than last time. Oh my god, 10 seconds. Oh, we are... Yes! Oh my god. I think there was like 1 second left on that. Alright, sweet. Alright, so we pushed you up one more level on this. Very nice. Grab that reward for you. Yeah, so I would just keep using that squad for Titan. And it's going to be different for all of them, right? Whether you're fighting the Spider or the Phoenix. So, you know, it's just, you'll just have to deal with it like as they come up for different bosses for different days. Let me check out that spell that you were talking about. So if we go to our protagonist, and then, wait, no. Worm spells. Promote. Oh, I see. You have a SSR Leech Aura. That's cool. We'll promote this too. Quick star up. So where does that one go? What slot does that go in? Ooh, it goes in slot 1. Let's see. Well deployed, all allies gain 13% attack and 9.5% lifesteal. That could be good. It depends on the fight. That could be good. I'll leave it up to you on what you want to equip that to. The ability haste is just so broken. It's hard to like say no to that. But it is an SSR. So, I mean... And you do get an attack buff. Like, that could keep you alive in a lot of situations. I haven't gotten to use this spell, really, to be honest. So, I don't know. Experiment with it. But it looks like it's a decent one, for sure. Kiyoshiro is no longer top dog. Oh my god, what is happening in the world? Ooh, you can star upgrade your white dragon. I'll let you do that. Okay. So... I think we've covered a lot of things. Let me take a look at your artifacts. I mean, like, this is RNG, right? There's not, like, a lot I can say here. Nice, you have the sword. I will say, I've talked about this on stream, just level them up evenly, right? Because it does no good, just as an example. Obviously, you haven't done this, but, like, if this was, like, +6, and then everything else is +3... Like, your +6 is doing nothing for you, right? Because they all need to be at the same level to then advance the actual artifact itself. Look, that's good, that's good. So just try and keep them all pretty even. Looks like you're doing that. Oh, another thing I guess we could look at in your dragons. For the dragon nest. Oh, okay, good, good. So, unfortunately, you don't have the spear, but, I mean, that's no fault of your own. Like, not having the spear is just... Nobody has a spear. Looks like you've chosen some good artifacts on here. The ring and the jewel are two of my favorites. I would probably try and fit the these two artifacts on this one too. It is a little bit more awkward just because of like the things that you have to have for this dragon. But let's see, again, I'll take a screenshot of this just in case we want to go back. But getting more overdrive charge and making them have less overdrive charge is like so good. I mean, you get a 10% differential, which is very significant. So let's see, if I removed these, what would that do? I want to say this one is kind of mid. And I'd rather have more regen, even though it's not a purple one. So it's arguably, you know, maybe not. But the lamp is pretty good, though. The lamp is pretty good. This is also decent. But let me see. If we took this out and this out, remove the lamp, put that in, and then put these in. I would like to be able to get that lamp back in there. I don't know. I personally prefer this configuration just because I put a lot of value in overdrive. But I do understand the allure of these. So I'll leave that up to your discretion. But I would probably prefer this configuration. And if you want, you could potentially take out the wings and this pinpoint thing and move the ball down here. And then you could fit in just the lamp in this slot. Because the lamp is pretty good. So, maybe. Let's see. For the dragon nest on the black one, I mean, yeah, you can use everything. So, yeah, you're good. Although, you're not using your sword. I'm surprised about that. You're not using the sword. I would try and fit this in here. Like, maybe swap out... I would totally put the sword in here. Let me see. Take a screenshot of this too. So like if we took out the ball and this and just drop the sword in there and then take out the harp and put this back in. I think I would prefer having the sword versus the harp and the ball. It's a little bit slow, but like you can get a lot of damage out of the sword. And I don't know, the harp, I'm just not impressed by the harp. And I mean, obviously the ball isn't really that impressive because, you know, it's a green artifact. It's just giving you a little bit of HP. even if it's not recommended for the dragon. So, I mean, you want the ones that synergize with your dragon, obviously. So, like, obviously you need these. You need these 3. Like, whatever the actual synergizing ones are, then, like, you know, use those. What else have what have we not looked at? I think we've pretty much covered it, right? Let's just take a look at your squads for the 2 towers that there are for today. Yeah, you probably are using the best things you can use here. I will say the weak link is probably the deer girl. So, like, the green squad really struggles for DPS. When we get Talos, that'll change, because she's really busted, and she'll be on the green team. But I would potentially take out the deer girl, and even though White Tiger is kind of trash, she's still an assassin, right? So, like, sometimes you need to be able to go hit their healer immediately, you know, get behind enemy lines. So, White Tiger can be worth using. Also, Tierfing, decent DPS. And, like, neither one are incredible units, right? But again, just the green team, I think, struggles on DPS. So, just think about that. Because, like, the Gear Girl isn't, like, a amazing buffer anyway. But otherwise, your squad looks good. How about the other world team? Okay. So even though I said, like, it's sometimes useful to just have a assassin, it is. But not having Gabrielle on this team is criminal. So consider taking out either Anubis or, what is her name, Mordred, depending on the team. Like, sometimes having 2 guards is probably a good idea. And sometimes you'll want an assassin, sometimes you don't need an assassin, right? Like, here you probably do want an assassin, because you want to go get Genie ASAP, right? But, like, no matter what, take somebody off. Like, you 100% want Gabrielle. She should definitely be on this team. Otherworld is definitely a struggle for a lot of people. But, yeah, put Gabrielle on here. Definitely keep her on this team. Also, I might push your Azure Dragon up here a little further, because she's only cost 2, right? So you can just pop off immediately. But, I mean, it's going to depend on the stage, right? Okay, you said savings for event stuff for golden. Okay, yeah, so let's go to summon. And wait, not summon enemies. Or not summon enemies, summon units. Let's go to the treasure hunt. So it looks like you've already gone through these. I mean, basically, just don't use the resource if there's not an event for it. So, where are you at on the current event? Magic Dash. Oh, you're right there. Okay, all right. So you're going to be able to complete this. That's good. So then you're just going to hold on to that clover. Don't use the clover. Even though there's shiny things over here that you can get, like this. or these. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't think you're going to get any of that, but don't. And you might be tempted to get EX units. I would also not get that, okay? Your number one target is going to be the Black Dragon. After the Black Dragon, then the Pumpkin Knight. Those are like your main goals. After that, then you probably want to get your other ones, like the Hydra and the Titan. And then you can eventually take a look at worm spells once we unlock those. Treasures are a low priority just because it takes so long to build this before you can use the artifact. Like, look at this. You need 60 for one, and you need every single piece before you can activate the artifact to do anything. So this is a very low priority. You want to save for your Calamity Halkins, get the Red Dragon, then get Pumpkin Knight. And for all these events, just make sure you can finish them. So you, especially as free-to-play, you need to make sure you can get all the way up here to your 2700, and then save your clover. And don't try and go through multiple times. Just once you get to the end, then you're good. Okay? And again, only use the resource when it's during the event. So right now, it's the dragon crystals, whatever they are. Yeah. So you can use them. And we got 1 day left, so hopefully you'll get there. At all cost, try and finish that. Try and finish that. And just like don't touch these. Don't do any refining or any horns or anything like that unless it's during the event. You learn from Pancor to buy those discount dragon spells with the gems. Think the first 3 are discounted. Yeah, so if you're talking about... is it here? Yeah, it looks like you already got them. Yeah. So get these with the crystals. Especially the discounted ones. I would absolutely always get those. And then potentially get these. Which you already got them. I actually don't even know what is this. Voucher. A mysterious voucher for another world that can replace real currency for purchases. I don't even know what that is. I don't think I have any vouchers, but cool. Anything else you'd like to take a look at before we wrap this up? No, you mean for the plus icon in the actual spell banner. The plus icon? I'm not... Am I blind? I don't know what we're talking about here. Oh, good, you're saving these. That's good, that's good. Oh, you mean like get more of them. I see what you're saying. Like this. Yes. So try and avoid that as much as possible. So like in this case, you're on the edge and you need to make sure you complete that, right? So yes, utilize this if you need to finish the event. But normally I would not do this. Like you should just get it naturally and save until you get the event sequence, you know? You don't want to be dumping all your crystals into getting these, right? Like it's not the worst thing you could do, but I would not spend a ton of crystals on that unless you're like you on the end of finishing the event, you need more, you know what I mean? All right, cool account, man. I love that you're building the Black Dragon team. I mean, it's by far the coolest one. And it's cool to see a Crystal Nemesis. Like, if I was just choosing a dragon, like, 12-year-old Sparks would for sure go for the Black Dragon because it's badass. Good stuff. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that was interesting for everybody else who's watching. Say thank you to Vic for sharing his account. It's always fun doing these things. This is my first ever Dragon Traveler account review. And it's been pretty cool. Keep pushing. Refreshes daily. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. All right, guys. I'm going to sign out of Vic's account, which actually maybe I have to go back to the start screen to be able to do that. Oh, switch account. I can do it here. Okay. Well, in case his info pops up, I don't want to like do this here on screen. But I think we're going to end the stream here. So thanks, guys. It's been cool as always. And I will catch you guys in the next video or stream.